today's gardening and prepping. My name is Teresa. I'd like to welcome you out to the shed of many names on this hot, muggy night. And it's the update on my previous video of how to preserve wild turkey feathers. This also goes for chicken, duck, geese, any fowl, or like I said, turkey feathers. Do not do wild birds. They are federally protected. Do songbirds. Do not do vultures, birds of prey, anything like that. They are federally protected. Now, this is a wild turkey. It was shot on the first day of opening season. A family member was blessed with the turkey, and they blessed me with the carcass. So I have dried the feet, the tail, both wings, and loose feathers that I could get off the body. Now, it has been a little over 2 months. I apologize. The update hasn't come sooner, but guess what? We're getting it done now. Now, I will have a link up above to my previous video taking you through how to prep it and get it ready for drying. I use 20 Mule Team Borax to dry my feathers and make sure that nothing ruins, and they are now ready to come up off the boards. They are dry, but I'm going to dry them for a little bit longer because I'm in the south. There's humidity. Now, one thing I did notice when I opened the tub, thankfully there was no foul odor or anything like that, so I know nothing has gone bad. You have to make sure that, you know, look for maggots. There wasn't no maggots, and it means that everything has dried correctly. Now, let's get started. I know this subject is not for everyone, but it is a process that needs to be learned how to do, because you can save the feathers not only for fans, you can use them for hair decorations, fletching arrows. The feet can be knife handles, many good uses. So I have a clean container to catch the borax because I'm going to use it again. The borax is still good. Oops. And like I said, have a paper towel or a brush handy so that you can clean up any spills, because you want to save your borax because you can continue to use it. And like I said, these are dry, but I want them to dry out a little bit longer. I got to free up the feet. And as you can see, they're good and stiff. I still want to make sure that they're completely dry, so I'm going to pack them in more borax. But see, that can be a knife handle. It can also be used as a weapon, because those spurs and these claws will do some damage. Save your boards that you stretch them on, because you can always do more. And look how beautiful those have turned out. They're good and dry. And like I said in my previous video, I show you other ways that you can use these as well. set those aside. I'm going to make sure that none of the borax is wasted. Now you will see some discoloration on the borax. That is fine. It is still usable. Do not get rid of your borax. And I got a bug that has appeared, flew in. Also make sure that your work surface is very sanitized and dry. And you will notice that your borax, now it'll have a slight smell, but it's not a putrid like rotten smell. It'll have a little bit of a smell, but there is nothing wrong with that borax, and you can continue to use it. I'll move that over so I can work on freeing up this one. And like I said, save your nails, save your boards. That one does not want to budge. Let's see, can I get it out? No. And there we go. And of course, at a later date, you can always straighten your feathers out. When you don't have borax on your hands, the natural oils, your natural oils, will straighten the feathers out. And as you notice, it's fairly dry here. You can see the beauty of the tail. See how beautiful that dried. And if anything else, you can save taxidermy fees and do this yourself. Simple and easy. And of course, I'll straighten them all up in due time. But when I put it back in the tub, I'm going to, since this has been really covered very well with borax, I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to cover this. Even though it's dry, I want to make sure that it's completely dry by the time it's done. So I'm going to set this here. Uh-oh. I feel some borax on the floor. Make sure you get all your borax off. It's hard to find and it ain't cheap anymore. And let's see, I saw some. Now, if you see a little bit of yellowing of your borax, that's fine. It just means it drawed that moisture out. And if you want to, you can discard that little bit, but I don't. I keep on reusing it. Okay, I'm going to pause you so I can get the wing on this wing. A bunch of the borax fell into the tub. That's fine. It didn't fall in the tub while it was drying. It fell in the tub when I tried to get it out. I'll set that here for now. Get this loose borax up. this is a old traditional way of drying out your feathers, your wings, your feet. Use them for many things. If you didn't want a fan, which these will be in, both wings will end up being a fan. If you didn't want a fan, each one of these feathers are excellent for fletching arrows. Remove your nails. Let's see, where's the other one? There it is. Oh, I put another one in there apparently. And if you notice, I also poked borax into the joints. Okay, where are you at? There you go. Sometimes they like to play hide and seek. There we go. And as you can see, this one is beautifully dried. Beautifully dried, and you can go through and fix all the feathers with your fingers. There's no mites or anything because borax will kill the mites if there was mites, and it will suck all the moisture out of the bones. And since it was down like this, when I put it back in the box, because even though it is dry now, I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to borax it real heavy through here because I want to make sure that this wing is completely dry. Whew, it is muggy in this shed. And like I said, I understand this is not for everyone, but it's something you need to know. Alright, let me get the other wing. Okay, back with this wing, it's definitely dry. Now I got to find where did I put the nails. Okay. There's one. As you can tell, this one is good and dry as well. Beautifully dried. it here. Get my borax. And let me show y'all. Oh, it's over here. When I say 20 mule team borax, this is what I'm talking about. Not the borax roach powder, but this. This is what I use. Now, I will tell you, once you use it to dry feathers and feet and so on, do not use it for laundry detergent. Do not. It is strictly meant to be used just for feathers afterwards. And of course, you're going to want to make sure that you wash your hands afterwards very well, just to be on the safe side. There should be nothing wrong with the feathers at all, as long as you kept them clean. And it is in a tub with a tight-fitting lid. And as long as there's no putrid smell, you'll know the difference between a correctly done wing and tail and feet. You'll know the difference because it's going to be a ungodly, horrible stink. You'll know when you lift the box or the lid on the box. But this is good and dry. You can feel that the borax has sucked all the moisture out. But like I said, when I put it back in the tub, I'm going to make sure that it's flipped up. I'm going to put a base of borax down. I'm going to lay the wing on it. And then I'm going to cover this whole bone and this whole heavy section of wing. Even though I can feel that it's dry, I don't want to take no chances whatsoever of this ruining. So, let me get the rest of this borax out of this tub and I will bring you back. Okay, now that I've wiped my finger off, the camera will work because I don't have borax on my hand. Now, this tub is way bigger than what I'm used to using, but it was the only thing I could get at the time. Now this one, we're going to start on this side. I'm going to see where I want to get my little pile of borax going. And you want to break up any clumps. I'm going to start with some fresh here. Good grief, this is all clumped up too. Welcome to the South, the land of humidity. And you see I have it piled up right there. I'm going to pile it up on there. And I want to make sure that it is very well covered. I'm just going the extra mile because the wild turkey is sacred to my people, and I want to make sure nothing goes wrong with these wings at all, or any part of them. like I said, your borax should not smell. It'll smell, you know, it'll have the, if you've ever been around turkeys, you know turkeys have a certain smell. Other than that, that's the only thing you should smell. I want to make sure that those bones are covered very well. Oh Lordy, it is hot in here. And of course, I'm going to put the bottom part of the tail on that. And that is going to, because it's resting on the base of the borax on that top wing, that tail is covered nicely. Even though the feet are completely dry, I'm still going to cover them up some more. I'm just going the extra mile to make sure that they are dry. And of course the borax will suck any moisture out of the air as well. Alright, I'm going to move this tub, get it out of the way. Now, I got to get the borax off my finger first. I forgot to mention one other thing. This is a box full of loose feathers. They are dry because they didn't have much on them. I just wanted to make sure the shafts were dry and any mites or bugs was killed. And I'm just going to set them right over there, and they're going to be perfectly fine. Okay, I am done doing that. I'm telling you, the shed of many names is a sweatbox this evening. But I'm fine. I'm not going to die. Well, the feathers are dried. The wings are dry. The feet's very dry. I'm just taking extra measures to make sure that they are completely dry. And plus the fact I'm not ready to work with them. So until I'm ready to make my friend a fan, then they will stay in that tub covered in borax. Like I said, 20 Mule Team borax is what I used. And it's going to take 2 to 3 boxes of borax to dry your feathers, if you dry as many as I have. Because you want to take no chances of anything ruining and going bad. The more you can cover up the fatty part of the wing and the bones and the tail and everything, the more you can cover it up, the less chance of them going bad. Now, like I said, I know this video is not for everyone, but there is so many uses for those, not only feet, but those feathers, the wings, and the tail feathers. Feather, arrow fletching, so many things. So, blow darts, if you use that kind of fletching, a lot of times, well, what we call milkweed pods is what the Cherokees use to fletch their blow darts. Simple, easy, anybody can do this. You just, now, like I said, I prefer a smaller tub. Make sure you have a tub wide and long enough to accommodate the wings and the tail, because you want to try to keep them from being crimped up or messed up as much as possible. It don't have to be as deep as this tub, but that was the only tub I could get a hold of at the time, and I had to get that turkey done because I wasn't going to allow it to go to ruin. Simple, easy, you can do this. It doesn't take long, and it's not that hard. And I'll have the link to my original video in the description box below, as well as at the end of this video. Simple, easy, you can do it. Don't be squeamish, you can do it. And you'll come out in the end a whole lot better. And like I said, why pay taxidermists for what you can do yourself? I've been doing this for way too many years, and it's how I do a lot of my Native American crafts. I hope you've enjoyed this video and you find it informative and that it helps you as well. Like I said, just no songbirds, no birds of prey. That includes hawks, eagles, owls, vultures, because they will get you. That is a federal offense. Do not kill them, nor pick them up off the side of the road, because that'll send you to the big house and you'll lose everything you own. This was legally hunted and shot first day of turkey season, and have records of that. If you have any questions, always feel free to ask them in the comment section below. I am more than happy to answer them. I hope this video helps you and to preserve other forms of feathers, because they're going to come in handy. Because the smaller the feathers, you can also use those to make fishing, tie fishing lures. Simple, easy, you can do it. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Now also, remember, I have already sanitized and bleached my counters. And when I go to use them again, I will do the same, just to be safe. I look forward to seeing you in my next video, and may you each be blessed. Stay safe, everyone.